I'm going to demonstrate how to update your Ubuntu very simply and effectively, and even make it automatically update the latest security patches on this episode of TQA Weekly. Cue new intro. This is TQA Weekly. I'm your host, Steve Smith, aka Z-Axis, and yes, me call me that. And I'm going to be doing a demonstration on how to update Ubuntu. And it's going to be very short, very easy, and of course, there are many reasons why you would want to be able to update Ubuntu. Some of them having to do as far good reasons as being for security. Updating makes the operating system more secure. Other valid reasons would be the inclusion of new feature-rich updates to programs and the operating system, and the last reason why you would want to update your copy of Ubuntu and any other operating system for this reason would be update the version. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is the next version, which is supposed to be 12.04 of Ubuntu, will allow for the drop menu to be killed off. Finally, another thing from our youth, dying the way of the dinosaurs. How about we get to the demonstration. I'm going to show you a very easy way to actually update Ubuntu 11.10 without having to go through all the control panels or everything. Very simple. To the right of your username, on the top right corner, there is an icon for the power and all the other settings in the form of a gear. Press on it. You'll have multiple settings, but the one we're more interested in is right underneath Startup Applications. In my case, it's written Software Up to Date, but it may be written other things like Updates Needed to be Applied. Simply to press on this option. You may press the button Check right now to actually confirm if you have any updates or not to do. I do not. And at the bottom, there is this specific button called Settings. When you click on it, it gives you other things, especially underneath the Updates tab, which is normally the one it loads with first. It's Install Updates from. Obviously, you want to have the first two checked off. Important Security Updates and Recommended Updates. Then you have four options at the bottom. Automatically Check for Updates has the ability of going daily, every 2 days, weekly, or every 2 weeks, or never. Never select never. I leave it on daily. When there are security updates, you also have display immediately, download automatically, and download and install automatically. I leave it on download and install automatically. When there are other updates, display immediately, display weekly, or every 2 weeks. Other updates would be feature-rich updates for applications. And the last one, and the point of my show, notify me of any new Ubuntu version. Because you have two different types. You've got the standard, what we will call the 0.04 version, which is normally short-term support. And then you get the long-term support, which usually finishes, at least in like this case, with a 0.10. So, if you want to have any version whatsoever and you want to have the best, more secure, most feature-rich, bragging rights version of Ubuntu, you would select for any new version. If you want to have a computer great for business, that is constant, and that you don't have to worry about new features showing up and having to retrain your employees, you would select for long-term support versions. And you always have the option of never. Then again, for the sake of security, never select it. And to get out of here, press close twice. That's it. That was the end of the demonstration, of course. Let's just repeat the three reasons why you would want to update any operating system, including Ubuntu, would be for security patches, feature updates, and versions of the operating system. For those who don't know or haven't won yet, I am holding a secret contest up until the month of September. And what it is it a digital version of a Where's Waldo game. This week, I'm going to be hiding out somewhere in the game of Lineage 2, which is absolutely free. You can get the game from plaync.com. What you need to participate, though, is either my web application or my Android native application. In order to get those, TQAweekly.com. So what's going to happen is those who have the application will get an alert to when I'm going to be there somewhere in a game. The alert will include time, duration, server, and of course, the username of the character. How do you win? Well, you have to be the first person to open a trade with me within the allotted time. The winner will be getting a 4 gig jump drive. Next week, I'll be talking about the continuation of the Hardcoder series, basically a continuation on how to make your own website. So for those that want to learn how to make their own website instead of paying other people to do it, come back next week. I'm going to show you how to place headers, how to correctly place paragraphs, what you need to do, and things to avoid that other programmers may do. Of course, remember to like, share, and subscribe to TQA Weekly. We are on YouTube, we are on blip.tv, and we are on iTunes. For more information like show notes, how to join our mailing list, get your own TQA Weekly branded gear and apparel, or our Android or web application, visit tqaweekly.com. We now feature an easier to use subscribe feature directly on every single page of our website that allows you to download instantaneously directly from our servers the latest versions of this podcast and audio and video directly from iTunes, allows you access to the YouTube or blip.tv versions of this video as well. And we also now have a web search that you can actually use to find a solution for any of your technology problems and issues. All you need to do is type what you're looking for and the solution will come forth. Don't find it? Well, ask at tqaweekly.com and I will help you out. Of course, stay safe and online. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and have a great day.